NC Park. Major League Baseball on tap. The Atlanta Braves going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Along with my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Ronald Acuna Jr.
Yeah, Boog, he's one of the pillars of this lineup. And when you have a guy like that that's so consistent and so productive, you want to make sure you can do whatever you can to get him to the plate. Get him as many at-bats as you can in a ball game. If you do that, you got a really good chance of scoring a lot of runs.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Coming up on the first pitch, and today's starter, Mitch Keller. What do you look for here?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit. Not stopping. He's going for three.
Really nice job to take that inside pitch and pull it into the gap. He could have easily spun off of it or just been tied up. He stayed short to the baseball, and he was thinking triple right out of the box.
Here's Orlando Arcia.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
This one in the air, right field. He's got it. Runner tags for home. The throw is offline, and he's in to score. On the board first, it's 1-0.
Sometimes all you got to do is your job, and don't overcomplicate things. Keep it simple. Runner third, less than 2 outs. Put the ball in play, and a nice job with the sac fly.
Ronald Acuna Jr. stands in now and watches strike one.
2023 was a special season for Ronald Acuna Jr., the unanimous MVP in the National League. After putting together the first ever 40-70 season in baseball history, it's safe to say he's going to be a special player for a long time.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
That one way outside. 2-2. Swings and misses. That's out number 2.
Well, that high four-seam fastball has become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity at spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
The 1-0.
Nope. 2-0.
Two out, space is empty. That one not close. Ball 3. Austin Riley on deck for Atlanta. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Swing and a miss. And now 3-1.
1 strike.
That clips the corner.
Okay.
2 outs. This one in the air, center field. Sizes this one up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. So it's 1 run on 1 base hit, no errors, no one left. On to the bottom of the first. It's the Braves 1 and the Pirates coming up. Back here with my pal Siggy, and towing the slab in this one, Spencer Strider.
Yeah, he's definitely had a struggle so far this year, as evidenced by that inflated whip. But he's going to have to find a way to limit the base runners, put his team in a position to win a ball game. So we know he's prepared. We know this guy's a competitor, and we'll watch how he works in this one.
Now it's the right fielder, number 19. Strider, a righty that throws with power. 25 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year.
Ball one, no strike.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Popped up. Murphy hooks it away for the out. One up, one down. We take a check of the Pirates lineup put together by manager Derek Shelton. A tough challenge in this one. An excellent arm on the mound. Singy, they're going to have to capitalize on their opportunities.
Yeah, and they're not going to get a whole lot if he pitches the way that he's capable of pitching. So, be ready to swing from the first pitch. You get something straight, man, you better turn on it.
Now batting Key Brian Hayes.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Ryan Reynolds here. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. Kicks and fires. And there's a ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The pitch. That's outside, and it's 3-0. And there's the automatic. Strider, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And the right-hander deals. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. One out and a runner at second. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, even if you don't feel great about it, you got to swing the bat with 2 strikes in this situation. You've got the tying run out there in scoring position. Just put the ball in play. Maybe something good will happen. It just didn't look like he understood the situation.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. And that one upstairs.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Hayes stands at second with 2 gone. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-0.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Foul ball there. And another ball. Rowdy Tellez next to bat for the Bucks. Tying run in scoring position here in the second game of the series. 99 miles per hour to finish him off. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. We head to the second from PNC Park. It's the Braves 1 and the Pirates nothing. All set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Austin Riley. He's a guy who does it all. With the lack of contact in today's game, this guy hits for contact, so he delivers average, but there's on base and slugging too. Keller back to work. That misses, and it's 1-0.
Early in the count, you have to be real careful because of that power, but then if this hitter gets a strike or two on him, he's still very comfortable. And because he has the ability to get the barrel to the baseball, he's a threat deep into the count as well.
The wind and the pitch. And that misses upstairs. Now 3-0. And he walked him.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Fastball for a strike. Keller, an all-star a season ago. He features a 4-seam fastball, a cutter, a sinker, a slurve, and he occasionally uses a curve. Here comes the 0-1. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Kicks and deals. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him way out front of the slurve.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. No hits over his last 5 games.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's gone. Home run. A shot to the opposite field. And they add a pair. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So 1 out, nobody on. So here's Murphy now. That's inside. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one fouled off. The pitch. That's in there. Now 1-2. And another ball.
I think he wanted that call on the upper part of the zone, but just didn't get it. Now he's just trying to get a better feel for how much it missed so he can adjust his sights just a little bit.
1 out, base is empty. Now it's 3-2. Liner, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
And now Spencer Strider. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Makes the catch.
Now back, the center fielder, Michael Harris.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Now the leadoff spot for the Braves, Michael Harris. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. And a good eye there. And misses inside. That one at 95 missed up top, and now 3-0. Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. On the ground, Gonzalez throws the first in time. That's the third out. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's Rowdy Tellez.
The first baseman, Rowdy.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
The wind of the pitch.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
That missed by a lot, and the count is 1-1.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. They talked a lot about the...
Oh, now this one is blasted to right. Forget it. Way back there and gone. And they cut into the lead. It's 3-1. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
So digging in, Henry Davis. And there's a foul ball. The 0-1. And ball one. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike two. The Pirates trailing by 2, bottom half of inning number 2. And another ball. That misses the zone. And that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
So now 3-2. Ground ball, Olsen. And he takes it himself for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Here's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
Slider misses outside. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. And that one hit to first. And he handles it himself for the out.
Batting in, the center fielder, Edward Olivares.
2 outs, base is empty. Edward Olivares digs in now.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
That one misses. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
There's a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. And
Ball
that's
2.
a little high. Swings through that.
Well, and those hitters count sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the third out of the inning. Bucks draw a bit closer on this long ball. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. Back after this on the show. And we're back onto the third inning. Now the number 2 hitter, Orlando Arcia. And he deals. In for a strike. 0-1.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Next pitch is outside. Line drive, caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. He wrote a terrific piece before the season that detailed his love for baseball.
Yeah, he and his friends would play at the beach, in a huge lot behind the hospital, or out on the street. All they needed was a newspaper and some tape, and they were ready for a game.
Next offering is down low.
2-0.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. One down, base is empty. Ripped to third and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Two outs, base is empty. Here's Matt Olson. That one misses. 1-0. Two down, nobody on. That one fouled off.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
The pitch. That misses. And it's 2-1. That one 95 to finish him off. And the Braves go down quietly as the lead remains 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Mitch Keller.
The pitcher.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
The pitch. Ball one, no strikes.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
That one the other way. Steps on first for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Jared Triolo.
So the Pirates batting order turns over. And now the right fielder, he's 0 for 1. Not even close there. Ball one. And it's fouled away. The Braves leading by 2 here in the last half of the third. In for a strike, and it's 1-2. And that's too high. And the righty deals. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. And a pitch. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Ke'Bryan Hayes doubled his first time up. Line drive, and that's a base hit, and that extends the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So a man aboard. Next to hit, Brian Reynolds. Bounding ball here, rolls foul.
2 quick outs, needed to get that third one, wasn't able to do it. Now you bring up the heart of this order. You got to find a way to get it done right here.
That one's in there, and that's strike 2.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Hayes leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings and misses, struck him out. So 1 left for Pittsburgh. Score holds, it's 3-1. Here in Pittsburgh, John Shambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Austin Riley. And here it comes. Just missed.
Good. One really cool moment I remember at PNC Park is the 2006 Home Run Derby during All-Star Weekend. David Ortiz and Ryan Howard each hit homers into the Allegheny River on the fly. Really awesome to watch.
The pitch. On the ground to third. In plenty of time to first, and 1 gone to the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Marcell Ozuna next up for the Braves. He's 0 for 1. That's through there for a strike. Ozuna, a former Gold Glove winner, 33 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Fastball for a strike. In the air, center field. Olivares makes the grab, 2 away down.
The batter number 1, second baseman
Ozzie Albies up to the plate. He's already homered in this game. That's in for a strike.
Good pitch to hit on a tee up in the zone. I think he was looking for something else right there.
That one missed. And a pitch. Fastball in the corner at the knees, and it's a strike. And that one a little below the knees. And it's 2-2. That's to third. Can't glove it cleanly. That leaves him without a throw, and they come away without an out. Runner at first with 2 away. Here's Sean Murphy. And he's already singled in this game. Popped up, middle of the diamond. Cruz should have this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get to the bottom of inning number 4 now. It's the Braves 3 and the Pirates 1. Back here at PNC Park, bottom of the inning. And now the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz. As he turns on the rubber with that good live arm delivers.
You know, these Pirates doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way. And I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
And strike 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Righty to the plate. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Tellez at the plate now. That's ball 1. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Righty delivers. Just misses with that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
He delivers outside. Left-hand batter waits. And that one is lifted in the air. Ozuna ranging after it. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the catcher, Henry.
Stepping in, Henry Davis. Grounded out his first time. Right through there for a strike.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
That one inside, and the count even 1-1.
Curveball kind of backed up on him there. I think it just slid out of the hand a little bit too soon.
Swing and a ball popped up under it. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. And it remains a 3-1 ball game. And we're back. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Spencer Strider. Keller back to work. Strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Harris in the box again, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. To the right side, sneaks through, base hit.
The batter, the shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Man at first with 1 gone. Next to hit, Orlando Arcia. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Harris, the base runner at first with 1 out. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Ronald Acuna.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Center field, Olivares chasing after it, pulls it in on the run, and that is that. Braves strand 1, but they still lead it 3-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Nick Gonzalez. The wide to kick the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
You know, these Pirates, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. They've gone down on strikes at a high rate today, so it's probably time to simplify the approach and just find ways to put the ball in play.
That clips a corner. Stays alive. The wide, the kick, and the 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. The wind of the pitch. And another ball. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout.
Well, as you can see, got him way out in front with that off-speed pitch. He was set up perfectly by the previous pitch. Good fastball, speed up the hitter's timing, and then all of a sudden with a really good arm action, same arm speed, could not recognize the changeup.
Here's the center fielder, Edward Olivares. First pitch misses. Liner snagged at first.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Mitch Keller, the next Pirate to hit. Grounded out his first time up. And that is in for a strike. 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5. Gets the call. No balls, 2 strikes.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Got him. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bucks go down quietly, and they still trail it here 3-1. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the first baseman, Matt Olson.
The first baseman, Matt Olson.
And a pitch. For Matt, a pretty impressive resume. A first-round pick back in 2012. The Braves extended him 8 years, $168 million. Remember, they traded for him right at the end of the lockout in 2022, middle of March. So he didn't have a ton of time to get acclimated to his new team. 2-0. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Derek Shelton out of the dugout, and he will make the move. Mitch Keller will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Johan Oviedo into the game. He last pitched 2 days ago.
Johan Oviedo.
Here's Austin Riley. His splits between April and May there. One of the things from 2023, great counting stats for Matt Olson, but the hard hit rate was through the roof. That one not close. And 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. One, 2 now. And another ball. And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Right-handed reliever. Up and in. And a full count now. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Olivares makes the catch, and there's one gone.
The left fielder,
So now to the plate for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. See the velocity, 97 with that fastball. Bullpen action for the Pirates. Colin Holderman up and loosening in the pen. Baraki, a left-hander, also throwing. At the belt and fires. Fought off foul. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Man at first, one away. Off the mark there. And the count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
And next for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the 2nd inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
There's the strike. That catches the outside corner, and it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Olsen off of first with 2 away. Good eye right there.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that's in the dirt. Ball 2. Two outs. That one misses. Counts full, 3-2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Goes down looking. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Braves 3 and the Pirates 1. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, number 19.
The right fielder.
The wind of the pitch. Slapped foul. The pitch. And that's outside. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Kicks and fires. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. And downstairs. And that's outside. 3-2 now. And the right-hander deals. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Ke'Bryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Hayes really thriving with the bat this season here at home. Hammered down the line, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
First and second, no outs. Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. Swing and a miss. And that's strike one.
0-1.
Kicks and deals. Line drive. That's a base hit. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. He pulls into second as a run scores.
Well done. Drives in the run. Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time. And a pretty good chance we can see a lead change here. At least a tie ball game with both of those runs in scoring position.
O'Neal Cruz, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
The count.
Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the sixth. Ball one there. The Braves bullpen has some activity. Joe Jimenez preparing to come on if needed. Lee getting cranked up as well. One now. And that's outside.
He's got a base open, so the pressure to come in and really attack this hitter, not as great as it would be if the bags were sacked.
Next offering in there for a strike. It's 2-2. And he deals. That one lifted to left. Base hit. One run is in. The tying run is in to score, and we are starting over. It's 3-3.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Spencer Strider won't go any further, just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. New pitcher for the Braves, Aaron Bummer.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. And now it's Rowdy Tellez. He's already homered here in this one. Just missed.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. Fly ball down the line, and that drops foul. Bummer deals. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
With the go-ahead run at third here in the second game of the series.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
On the ground, could be 2. Over to Arcia. That's 1. And a run scores on the double play.
Hey, they played the matchup right there. Worked out perfectly. Got the ground ball double play, and that changes the complexion of this inning entirely.
Up next for the Pirates, Henry Davis. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1. Two down, nobody on. That one a little bit high. 1 ball, 1 strike. And another ball. And now the lefty. He swings and fouls one off. Fly ball, pretty well struck right field. Acuna raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. 7th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Braves 3. We go to the top of the 7th. Now in for the Braves, Sean Murphy. Here comes a pitch. Fastball for a strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2 now. And that skips in the dirt. Looking to get the tying run on base. That ball is foul, and the pressure is building. That one just misses.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Some heat there at 98 miles an hour. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
So now pinch hitter for Atlanta, Luis Guillorme.
Well, they're going with the lefty bat here, Boog, trying to improve that matchup for a very important at bat in this game.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
0-1.
One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit.
Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
The left-hander on now, Ryan Barucki.
He's having a ton of success facing left-handed hitters this season, so this seems like a smart move to turn to him with a lefty at the plate.
And here is Michael Harris. That clips the zone. That's strike 1. With a single base runner, because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Guillorme over at first with 1 away. Swings and misses at 1 down below the zone.
Sometimes being lucky is a swing and miss. If he makes contact with that pitch, probably hits into a double play.
Grounded to third, could be 2. On to Gonzalez for 1. Throw to first, but he beat it.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Orlando Arcia next up for the Braves.
Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up. Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving to a walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
2 outs.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit and not an easy one to throw either.
Hard hit right side. Gonzalez to first in time. And the inning is over. 1 left for Atlanta. Still down a run. It's 4-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe Jimenez.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Well, 1-run game. Now it's the second baseman, Nick Gonzalez. Jimenez, a former All-Star, 29 years old, and he was born in Puerto Rico. The pitch. Swing and a grounder, foul, first base side. And the righty deals. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. And here it comes. Wouldn't chase that time. The punch out there. 1 down.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
And now the center fielder, Edward Olivares. Pitch misses there, and that is ball 1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That's a strike. The pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
To the right side, Albies gathers and throws to first. 2 up, 2 down.
The batter, the pitcher, Ryan.
So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Connor Joe looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. Right through there for a strike. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. That misses the zone, and that's ball 2. The pitch. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And a pitch. And another ball.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
In the air, foul off first. Olsen drifts towards it. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 4 and the Braves 3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Aroldis Chapman.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Well, 1-run game, and here is Ronald Acuna Jr. And a pitch. That's off the mark. Ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. David Bednar appears to be getting loose. Holderman also getting ready. That one way outside, and that's ball 3. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
No outs, runner at first. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. Step off throw to first, and he's back safely.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
The 1-0. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Now just a cement mixer slider right there. It's a great pitch to hit if you can recognize it early and jump on it.
Chapman now 1-run game. Chopped in the ground. Over to Cruz. There's one. Over to first, but it's offline.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on. So a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
Austin Riley will hit next. First offering, and it just misses. Trying to hold a 1-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th. And there's a ball.
Not showing great command so far in this at bat. 2-0 count. He's got to execute here, or this could get ugly.
Next pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-1.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. The pitch. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Got him looking, and he did not like the call.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Here's the left fielder, Marcell Ozuna. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. With the tying run on at first, here in the second game of the series. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
Good hitters count the 2-0. Wouldn't chase that time.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Hayes. They take the force out number 3. Braves strand 1. Score holds at 4-3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Dylan Lee.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
So the lineup flips over, and now the Pirates leadoff man.
The right fielder, Garrett Triolo.
As the lefty gets to work, that's in there. 0-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And he deals. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Drops into the glove, and there's one away.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Here's the third baseman, Ke'Bryan Hayes. That one missed. Activity in the bullpen. Tyler Matzik getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. So 2 balls and no strikes. Kicks and fires. Hit hard on the ground to short. Arcia whips it to first. And a couple of quick outs.
The left fielder, number 10. Brian Reynolds.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Brian Reynolds. 1 for 3. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Outside.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Outside. And it's 3-0. And that's in there at the knees. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ozuna right there to make the grab. That is the inning. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, David Bednar.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
And the pitch. Albies in the box now. Take strike one. And a pitch. Bounced up the middle. Throw over to Tellez. And Albies is retired.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
He's 2 outs away. Now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. And that one upstairs. One down, base is empty. And he can't come up with it. Throw to first, gets him. Good job to stay with it there for the second out.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder, wow, really impressive.
So they turn to a bat off the bench for the pitcher, Jared Kellner. And this is a big at bat in this ball game. And ball one. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Just missed. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Pirates take the first 2 games of this series.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And the final score here, 4-3. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Pirates, 4 runs on 6 hits, no errors. They left 2 runners on base. For Atlanta, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.